Welcome back to the show. Well, we only get to see our next guest once a year, but I have to say it's my favorite time of year. It's maple syrup time, so everybody at home, if you're looking for something to do, the Stanley's Old Maple Lane Farm opened last week, had a great weekend, and here's Earl to tell us all about it. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, happy opening season.
Julie was skipping into the studio this morning. It's maple syrup time.
Yes.
I have to say I do the same thing.
Oh,
See?
really?
Kindred
Well, yeah, I
spirits
mean,
right
you guys are ambushed by crowds of families who all just want to get into, I guess, what parents did when they were kids. Because you guys have been around, the farm's been there since the 1800s,
The farm's been there since the 1700s. We've been there. I'm in my 24th year. I'm looking forward to next June being my 25th year.
Yeah.
And we have been welcoming families there since 1993 and having a blast.
It is fun.
93 was our first year to buy the farm. We bought it after maple syrup season, and that's the only year that maple syrup wasn't sold.
Right.
Since the 1800s.
Right.
What happened?
I bought the last of the family.
Okay.
Of my distant generations of ancestors died in the fall of 92.
Okay.
The farm went up for public auction in the spring of 93, and my younger brother and I bought it.
Ah, very good.
So that year we missed. But
Right.
every other year, and for years prior to that, we helped make maple syrup on the farm.
Right, so it's in your blood, literally. There you go. You should have married a maple syrup
I
guy.
know.
So, and you guys do it the old school way with the spile and bucket, which is how I remember it being done as a kid as well.
On the farm we're at, and this is a difference what people don't realize, is we're a maple syrup farm. We still have our livestock. We have horses and cattle and sheep. But our bush is, we don't actually go to the bush to make maple syrup.
Right.
We actually bring the sap to the farm.
Okay, yes.
So our sugar shack is up in the barnyard.
Right.
And it makes it a little different for the guests because they're not walking into a forest where it's all trees and everything else. They're walking into the nice grounds that we use for the wedding business, but they're also finding the sugar shack down where this old family created it.
Right.
And we do our other chores as well as make maple syrup.
Right.
So it's not like the only thing. When I go in the morning, my whole goal isn't to make maple syrup.
Right.
I got to make sure everybody's fed and watered and
Right. Well, maybe
Yeah,
it's a
I
good
was
thing
like,
you
maybe
didn't marry
and
the
I'm like,
maple
I'm
syrup
only
guy.
there for the maple syrup. No, I'm just kidding.
So how many gallons, or do you use liters of maple syrup do you get raw, like just the syrup, and how much do you create?
hundreds of gallons.
Yeah.
Like we'll keep over the year, probably 800 to 1,000 gallons.
Because we still continue to see it in the stores.
Sure.
Like I'm still
we
buying
have
it
maple
from-
syrup available year round.
Absolutely.
We use it year round in our production with
Right.
our meals. But then we also sell it. We have restaurants and everyone else that use it year round. And we have customers come to us and expect to get maple syrup at Christmas time. Expect to get it. They're going to a wedding. They're going overseas through the summer.
Of
They call
course.
and say, "Hey, can we get 10 bottles of maple syrup?" Sure, we always
Still
have it.
there. That's
Right.
But we
awesome.
also know that maple syrup season, and as I always like to tell everybody, the pancakes ripen. In the end of February, the sap will flow shortly after. This year, the sap flowed before we were open.
Wow.
But, you know,
Right.
it easily could shut down now and be a couple of weeks before we make maple syrup again.
If it cools down too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because it's going down to -15 this week.
So we won't be making maple syrup. We
Right.
want a +5, -5 differential.
Okay.
But the pancake season will still be on.
the pancakes
This
are still
weekend.
ripe.
They're still ripe.
They're
They're ready
still
for the
ripe.
picking.
So
Yeah.
we're looking at all of your wonderful
Yeah, so-
spread here. Tell us a bit
Yeah,
about
this
the
is
different
so cool.
colors.
So we got your traditional maple syrup, and actually it was a new bottle that my sister found. It's called a medallion. We really kind of liked it. It's got a little maple
Yeah.
leaf on the back,
Hey.
and I thought it was
That's
just
lovely.
something we're going to change to. A lot of maple syrup products now, we're trying to create things that came from their past. My chef Liam, his grandmother had a fudge recipe, so we're using her fudge recipe, and we're using maple syrup. He adjusted it so he took out the sugar and added the maple syrup.
Well, see, she tried to actually sneak one out of the studio when you
He's
weren't
not
looking.
counting. It's okay.
Oh, did I just throw you under the bus? Sorry.
The maple kettle corn,
Yeah.
we make it our own maple syrup.
Oh, amazing.
Our maple barbecue sauce, which you use for our maple barbecue chicken, everyone asked for it for years. My mother had a hot maple mustard recipe, and then we recreated it and used it. Our maple red pepper jelly is something that people love on
delicious.
cream cheese, and we use it again in the wedding business, and they loved it then, so we had to bottle it. Now this is something new. This is our
Oh,
new,
we're very excited about
Yes.
this
there's
new.
your camera. This is
Yeah.
our new sipping syrup. Can you
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
nope,
see it up
right
there. You go.
Yep.
So this is, turn it that
Just
way.
hold it there.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So this is something we brought out of fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Both the chef and I. And
I approve of your idea of fun, by
I
the
love
way.
fun.
Yeah.
we enjoy ourselves, and because of what we do, we like to have a little bit of fun. We use it in our cooking. So now this is a barrel-aged maple syrup.
And when you say barrel, explain to the viewers what kind of a barrel we're talking about.
We're using old whiskey barrels.
Yes.
And we're aging it. And we're not going to tell all the secrets.
Okay.
But we're creating something that's totally unique.
I've never seen this before.
No, nor have I.
And so, yes, very unique. I'm not a maple syrup fan, but I threw that shot down pretty quickly because it does have that richness and the nose of whiskey.
Yep.
Now, where do you get the barrels? Do you choose the barrels based on where they come from?
These are his secrets.
You gotta have some secrets.
Some secrets.
Secret,
Well,
right.
we're tasting this. It's not just all maple syrup. You have so many things that are going on the farm at this point. So everybody at home, March break is coming up. Get out your pencils.
You know, when you come out to the farm, naturally, we have the maple syrup. So people can watch our staff make maple syrup in the old-fashioned way. We use buckets. We gather with the horse or the tractors. We don't pump it in. But then we also have our petting farm. We have our educational area. We do horse-drawn rides, sleighs or wagons, depending on Mother Nature. And then we have our sugar shack, or our pancake house, where we can seat 300 more plus people at a time. And it's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Wow.
And it's Earl approved. I'm not this kind of shape because I don't eat well. And the food is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And everything's made in-house.
So what's the pancake breakfast consist of? Because this one's ready to drive out of here.
Yeah.
Pancakes, French toast. Because I didn't eat pancakes, we had to do French toast 25 years ago. We have Belgian waffles. We have scrambled eggs. We have egg frittata, homemade maple baked beans, sausage cooked in maple syrup, and ham, and coffee, tea, and juice. But then we also have our blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry spread to go with the waffles. Because we work with Roshan Gardens, we use all the berries and stuff, sweetened with maple syrup again. So everything you put on the plate. And of course, our Liam's world famous home fries.
Okay.
And they just top off the whole menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. So you guys are open until April 16th. Where are you located, just quickly?
2452 York's Corners Road.
Awesome.
We are 25 minutes from Parliament Hills to the southeast of Ottawa.
And it's good that it's a long drive because after you eat all of what he just said, you just want to sit down and enjoy the ride home. Thank you so much for being on.
It's my pleasure.
And here we go.
Cheers to maple season.
Yeah.
Cheers. I'm very excited. And up next, we have a whole new fresh scent of seasons. And who better to tell us about it is Sid Kratzberg.